Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with breaking news. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to the channel. We're really trying to grow this channel up, so please do that. But about, let's say, a half hour ago or so, news came down the pipe that Valley Divac, the GM of the Sacramento Kings, will be firing Dave. I always mispronounce his last name. Dave. Jroger, Jroger. He's gonna be he's gonna be let go. I think this is bogus. I don't agree with this. I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with this. Right now, actually, I don't agree with this because the Kings had their best season they had in a long time. Listen, he's basically coached the rebuild. And I think he should stay through it. He has some nice young talent there, and Willie Cauley-Stein, Buddy Hield, and De'Aaron Fox, Harrison Barnes. They just got home in a trade. That's a nice starter right there as well. I think he should see this thing through personally. And don't forget about Marvin Bagley III. He's actually have shown some improvement throughout the year. But Sacramento Kings, this is a terrible decision I think you're making. So I think there's three reasons. Why this is happening, and I'll give you each one right now. Reason number one, Valet Divac. He did want him to play the young guys, which I don't blame him on doing. But listen, Sacramento, halfway through the season, the report came out about halfway through the season, or so, maybe a little bit before that, maybe like in early January or something. Kings were competing for the playoffs. They were they were competing until the last 2 weeks. They were actually in scenarios like if the season ended today, the Kings would be the 7th seed, or if the season ended today, the Kings would be the 8th seed. Yeah, Sacramento has not been in the playoffs, I think, since 2007. I want to say it might have been even earlier than that. If you're the Kings, and if you're even anywhere close to competing for the playoffs, you better damn well be going for it if you're the Sacramento Kings. So that's point number one. That's why. Point number two, I think the Kings might think there's a better coach out there. The two top candidates, Luke Walton, if he gets fired, he seems like the front runner from what I've been reading. And then Monty Williams is also gaining some interest as well. And Monty Williams, he's a very qualified head coach. He basically coached that rebuild in New Orleans when they drafted AD. And he made the playoffs and got swept by Golden State. But then what happened? And then what happened was that they turned around and let him go and hired Alvin Gentry. I didn't like that move either. But I think he's definitely qualified for this job. And then point number three, I never thought that Dave Jroger and Valley Divac got along. They always seem to be bashing heads a little bit. They made it work, but I think Valley Divac just had enough of him. By the way, Valley Divac, he just signed a 4-year extension, I think this morning or last night or something. So he's going to be there at least through 2022, 2023, unless he gets let go. The Kings, obviously, they standing by their GM over the head coach. Personally, Dave Jroger, he's been screwed over twice now. And by the way, Washington Wizards, you better fucking hire him, because let me tell you something. This guy is probably a top 3 coach on the market, in my opinion. So the Wizards better hire him. But this is about the Kings. Hopefully the Kings don't screw this up, because let me tell you something. I think this is a bad move. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I just did a video saying I was wrong about the Magic, but I'm telling you, I don't like this move. I think it's a bogus firing, and I think personal feelings are getting in the way of the team. But hopefully Dave Jroger, hopefully he'll get another crack at it. At some place. Washington is a place that I think should be looking for a head coach, even though my Wizards came out and said, well, not my Wizards, Scott Brooks, came out and the way he was talking, he was staying next season. And everything I'm reading, he might actually be staying. I don't like that at all. And if he does stay, there will be a rant about that. Other teams that could be looking for a new coach. I look around the NBA. I mean, you could look at maybe. I mean, there's really not anywhere else. The Lakers, the Wizards. If Pop wants to retire, maybe I'll throw that out there. San Antonio, New Orleans. I mean, there's not very many places. I would say Minnesota, but they're giving that guy a 3-year extension. And I think he did deserve that extension, by the way, the head coach in Minnesota. But I mean, I would say Memphis as well, but he already got let go by Memphis, and Memphis said earlier today that they're going to be keeping JB Bickerstaff, which I like. So I don't know where Jroger is going to go, but I mean, he does not deserve to be fired, people. I mean, come on, the Kings finished in 9th place. I think they had I want to say they had a 39-43 record. But I'm not 100% sure about that. But he does not deserve to be fired. That's the bottom line. And this is bogus firing right here. I mean, Sacramento Kings are dysfunctional like usual. But hopefully it works out for them. And we'll see what happens. But anyways, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated if you do. Thanks for watching, and this is McD the Beast signing off.